This is the moment Omoda officially steps into the big league. What you're looking at right now is the black 2027 Omoda C7 SUV, a machine designed not just to compete, but to disrupt an already crowded SUV market. From the very first glance, this SUV sends a clear message. Subtlety is not the goal, dominance is. Let's start with presence. The front end is bold, wide, and unapologetically aggressive. That signature grille commands attention instantly, flanked by razor-sharp LED DRLs that look like they're slicing through the air even when the car is standing still. The black finish isn't just a color choice, it's an attitude. Under the right lighting, this SUV looks expensive, futuristic, and intimidating in the best way possible. Move around to the side, and the design language becomes even more interesting. This isn't a boring, boxy SUV. The roofline flows smoothly toward the rear, giving it a coupe-inspired silhouette without sacrificing practicality. The shoulder line runs clean and confident from front to back, while the sculpted doors and pronounced wheel arches give the car a planted, muscular stance. Those alloy wheels, perfectly sized to fill the arches and reinforce the road presence. This is an SUV that looks just as good parked outside a luxury hotel as it does cruising through city streets at night. Now step to the rear, and this is where the design tightens up beautifully. The connected LED tail lamps stretch across, the width making the SUV appear wider and more stable. The rear bumper is clean yet sporty, with subtle details that avoid over-design. Nothing here feels random. Everything feels intentional. This is modern automotive design done right. But exterior presence is only half the story. Open the door, and the cabin immediately changes the conversation. This interior doesn't feel like it belongs to a typical compact SUV. The first thing that hits you is the technology. Dual digital displays dominate the dashboard, seamlessly integrated into a clean, driver-focused layout. The resolution is sharp, the graphics are modern, and the responsiveness feels quick and premium. Ambient lighting flows across the cabin, adding depth and mood, especially at night. It's the kind of interior that makes you pause for a second before driving, just to take it all in. The seats are well bolstered, supportive, and wrapped in premium materials that feel soft to the touch. Stitching details elevate the cabin, giving it that upscale feel usually reserved for much more expensive vehicles. The steering wheel sits perfectly in hand, with controls exactly where you expect them to be. Everything feels intuitive. Nothing feels cheap. Look up, and there's the panoramic sunroof, flooding the cabin with natural light during the day and adding a sense of openness that families and long-distance travelers will truly appreciate. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either. The back seats offer generous legroom, headroom, and comfort, making this SUV perfectly suited for daily commutes, weekend getaways, and long highway journeys. Storage? Practical, thoughtful, multiple compartments, a spacious trunk, and flexibility that actually makes sense for real-world use. Now let's talk about how this SUV moves. Press the start button, and the Omoda C7 responds with smooth confidence. Acceleration is linear, refined, and quiet. There's no unnecessary drama, just clean, controlled power delivery. In city traffic, it feels effortless. Light steering, smooth throttle response, and excellent visibility make it easy to live with every single day. On the highway, the story changes, in a good way. The Omoda C7 feels stable, planted, and composed even at higher speeds. Road noise is well controlled, the suspension absorbs imperfections with ease, and the cabin remains calm and insulated. This is the kind of SUV you can drive for hours without fatigue. And when you need to push a little harder, merging, overtaking, or navigating fast-moving traffic, the response is immediate and confident. It doesn't feel underpowered. It feels tuned for balance. Performance that suits real drivers, not spec sheet warriors. Technology plays a huge role here as well. Driver assistance systems, safety tech, smart connectivity, everything works quietly in the background to make driving safer and easier. This SUV doesn't overwhelm you with gimmicks. It supports you. It enhances the experience. And that's the key difference. The black 2027 Omoda C7 SUV doesn't try to scream luxury with logos or unnecessary flash. Instead, it delivers luxury through experience, through comfort, through design, through value. Because when you step back and look at the full package, the design, the interior quality, the tech, the ride comfort, the road presence, you realize something important. This SUV is offering features and refinement that usually cost significantly more. That's where the real disruption happens. This isn't just a car aimed at families. It's aimed at young professionals who want style, at creators who want presence, at buyers who want premium vibes without premium brand pricing. The 2027 Omoda C7 doesn't enter the market quietly. It arrives with confidence, it arrives with purpose, and it arrives ready to challenge everything you thought you needed to pay extra for. If this is the direction Omoda is heading, then the SUV market just got a serious wake-up call.